Helldivers 2. I have to admit, when I first heard that Arrowhead Games was making a sequel to their top-down shooter, Helldivers, I was intrigued. There aren't many PlayStation exclusives coming out right now, and from all accounts, the original was a great game. Then I heard it was a third-person shooter, which is interesting for a studio that hasn't made a third-person game before. But what really put me off was the fact that it was being called a game as a service. There's nothing wrong with games as a service. Destiny 2, Fortnite, they're successful and, pretty fun. But not every game needs to be a game as a service. It's like if you have a small town with a sandwich shop and a diner, and then a pizza place moved in, and that pizza place started making a ton of money. So the sandwich shop and diner, they decided to also become pizza places. Now, I love pizza. Probably too much. And I'm sure you love pizza too. But pizza doesn't have to be every meal. Unless it's on a bagel, which I'm told means you can have it anytime. But really, you can also just have pizza anytime, so I don't really know why it has to be on a pizza bagel. Anyways, if I'm playing Destiny 2 for 15 hours a week, I'm probably not looking to fill the rest of my week or even just the rest of my gaming time with a similar style of game. That's not something that developers seemingly want to hear, as evidenced by Anthem, Marvel's Avengers, or more recently, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, which, had a negative debut and now has very few players left. This is all to say, somehow, that I figured Helldivers 2, being a game as a service, would hurt it. And so I just wasn't that interested. That wasn't until my brother called me up and was like, yo, this game is sick. You have to try it. Also, it's $40. My brother games a lot more than I do, so I tend to trust his judgment when it comes to the quality of games. Plus, only $40. A normal game costs like $70 now. So this is a pretty awesome proposition, but I wasn't completely sold. I mean, I was going to buy the game, but what made me super excited was the concept. Helldivers 2 is a collection of objective-based missions. You dive down to a planet, fight bugs or robots, rain down hell, and get out of there. You play as teams of 4, but you can play with less. And the missions you complete affect a shared map that shows you how much you've pushed back the enemy factions. People were making TikToks of their experiences. Memes were being made about the fight to spread democracy across the galaxy. People weren't fighting with each other in Helldivers 2, but fighting with each other, sharing a common goal, creating a community. Upon playing for the first time, I noticed that the microtransactions weren't too bad, and you can earn in-game currency at a decent rate. Most importantly, the gameplay itself, it's a blast. Full of exciting moments where you're barely making out alive or sacrificing yourself for the team. As far as games go, this was a pleasant surprise. It also seems like it surprised Arrowhead because they were not ready for it. Just too many people want to play their game, which has led to a lot of server issues. In the first week, 300,000 people played. This past weekend, 400,000. Word of mouth is incredibly positive, and the shared progress gives the community a reason to keep playing beyond just waiting for the next update. I really believe that Helldivers 2 is a special example of how you can approach games as a service differently, and in turn, that will lead to success. So I implore you to check it out, enlist, and after getting your feet wet with some of the missions against the bugs, help us push back against the robots. I'll be there and probably streaming here on the channel and to our Twitch channel. Check it out. Thank you so much for watching. If you're playing Helldivers, what do you think of it? If you like this, please subscribe to the channel. Check out our Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/WickedEverything. And other than that, thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.